Abuse doesn't always start with a threat. Sometimes abuse starts with a promise that you'll never be alone again. I'll never leave you. That you'll finally be understood. That you'll be loved the way you've always dreamed. And that promise is actually the hook. Welcome back, family, to Faith in the Fire, where honesty meets healing. I'm Sheffrin Fitzgerald. In episode 1, we uncovered what abuse looks like. In episode 2, we pulled back some layers on the mindset behind it. And today, we're talking about how abusers get their foot in the door of your lives and wreak havoc. Because the same person who later demands control, silence, obedience, often begins by making you feel seen, chosen, heard, and what did Beyonce say? Irreplaceable. Love bombing is not love. It's speed, it's intensity, and a future that, guess what? It never comes. It never comes. Today, we're breaking down love bombing. We're breaking down what false hope is and how abusers use charm and promises to create trust. Because guess what? They want to create control later on. Because once you understand the hook, you'll never confuse intensity with intimacy ever again. So, love bombing is the bait. And love bombing is when an abuser overwhelms you with so much attention, affection, grand gestures early on. They text constantly. They say I love you first even. They talk about your future together before you even know each other, right? They'll make you feel like you found someone who truly understands you. I hope I said that right. They make you feel like you found someone. I finally found someone that understands me. But this isn't genuine connection. It's a strategy. The goal is to build your trust fast. Get your trust fast so that you'll be more likely to stay when their behavior shifts, when that mask slips, right? They're going to love bomb you, and it's designed to make you feel special, so special, right? And so special that you will not even question those red flags when you start seeing them. So when someone moves too fast, right? Claims too much, promises to give you the world before you know each other. Hear me now. That is not intimacy. That is manipulation. You got to take a look at what's going on. Like, is it cuffing season? Does this person need a place to stay? Like, that's what that they're going to tell you they love you and they've never met anyone like you. And it's a month, 1 month, right? They're going to future fake. They're going to move as fast as they can, right? Because they need something from you. Sometimes it's not love. It's what you possess. A home, a car, a connection, right? Just think about it for a second. After they do that, they're going to future fake. Future faking is when like an abuser talks about that beautiful future, that home, 2 kids and a dog and the white picket fence. You're going to live the best life you've ever had together, right? But that life that they're building in your mind, it never comes. They mention plans like we're going to get married, we're going to move in together. This is all while you're dating. I just can't wait till we get together, till we start our family. But nothing changes. They're still married. They've been married the whole time y'all are dating, and y'all are dating for 5 years. They're married. None of that is changing. They keep talking about the future while everything stays the same. That's how you know that they're future faking. This is what is keeping you hooked. You start believing that if you just wait, if you just try harder, if you just become, or if you're more patient, I want to say, the future that they're promising you, that future faking, it will come, but it never does. The future faking is the tool. It's not the goal. Future faking is powerful because it targets your hope. It gets you to keep hoping. It makes you believe that the pain that you're experiencing right now is worth the reward later. Hey, this 5 years of living life in sin with this person is worth it, because eventually they're going to get divorced and they're going to marry you. Man, listen. If you're there for the 5 years that this person has been married, what pressures them, or what puts them in a situation to actually act right? Nothing. You're already with them this amount of time. It doesn't matter anymore. There's there's no um there's nothing for them to strive for, to do right, to be a better person, because you're doing this when they're doing dirt. And number three, this is my point number three, because I got 5 points. Always got 5 points here. Charm can mask danger early on, right? You ain't going to see the danger. Many abusers are very charming. I said that last episode. I'm going to say it this episode. They're very charming. They're very kind to your friends. They are generous. They are attentive, family. They are everything that you could think of, because they've actually asked you what you like. They make you feel like you found someone safe. But this charm is often a mask. It's not the real person. You're not meeting the real person. You're meeting their representative. And it's the version that they show you before they feel secure enough in their control of you. That's who you're meeting. You're meeting their representative, right? Their secretary, if you will. And then you're going to meet the real person. So when you're first drawn in, you're going to see the charm. You're not going to see the control. You don't see the entitlement yet. You don't see the manipulation yet. And that's why love bombing is so dangerous. It hides the danger behind the warmth, behind the so-called love, behind the excitement of it all. And once they feel like they've got you, the mask starts to slip. That's when they start getting nasty. And you're like, what is your problem? And they will tell you, oh, I'm just not feeling good today. That's when the criticism begins. Why are you doing it that way? You don't even know what you're doing, right? That's when they slowly start to attack your character. Their jealousy begins to grow. Their control tightens around your neck. And by then, you're already attached. You're already ready to excuse all of their behavior, all of those red flags. He's going through so much with his children and his baby's mother. I just have to give him some space. And so, no, that is who he really is. That is who she is. Look at them. Look at what they're showing you, right? Those big promises, that's not the same as consistency. They're going to make those big promises. I'll never hurt you. I'll always be there. I'll change. You're the only one who understands me. You never treated me like my baby's mother treated me. They're going to promise it. They're going to promise you everything, tell you lies, right? But the promises are not the same as behavior, because real change shows up over time. It's not going to show up in their words, and they're going to give you a lot of lip service. So if someone says they'll change but keeps doing the same thing, that's not a mistake. That's a pattern. And you got to be able to recognize these patterns. If someone promises safety but keeps crossing boundaries, that's not a slip up. That's control. You're seeing the mask slip. Consistency is the only proof that you are going to need. You're not going to need their words. You're not going to need their tears, fake tears, their crocodile tears. You're not going to need their promises, right? You're going to be able to see it in their consistency. If they say what they mean and they do what they say. Point number 5. That love, healthy love, it's not going to rush you. It's not going to pressure you, and it's not going to overwhelm you. Healthy love moves slowly. It gives you space to breathe. It respects your boundaries. It doesn't pressure you to commit before you're ready. That's not healthy love. It doesn't make you feel like you have to choose between them and everyone else. It doesn't overwhelm you with intensity before it builds trust. It's not going to make you go against God. If this man says, I love you and I want to be with you, right? Sex is how I show a person how that I love them. Yeah. Heard it. But this person is married. Ask yourself if something were to happen on today and you had to stand before God, you'd be an adulterer. It's plain and simple. But see, I find that when you're in these charming relationships, these people get you to go against God, get you to go against His word, get you to do anything because they want that control. If you feel rushed, if you feel pressured, right, you are in an unhealthy situation. Love that is real, it's not going to rush. Love that is safe, it's not going to pressure you. Love that is healthy does not need to make you feel like you're the only one in the world. If you feel overwhelmed, pressured, right? That's a sign. That's not a sign of deep love. That's a sign of control. It's a sign of control. And you really need to see that. If you have a friend that is moving really, really fast, she needs to see it as well. Let her see it now. Let him see it now. Then later on, being in an abusive relationship and not able to get out. So, my reflection questions are, where have I confused intensity with intimacy because I was desperate to feel loved? Hey, I jumped out of frying pan and into the fire because I was desperate to be loved. I just wanted someone to love me. I wanted someone to care about me. And we all want to be loved. We all want that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But are you going to go against yourself and everything that you believe in to be with someone who's going to pressure you, overwhelm you, just for love? Wait on what God has for you. Don't rush into something. Don't rush into that situationship that you're going to be in for 5 years. Wait on God to give you what He has planned for you. Question number 2. What future promises have I believed that never actually happened right now? What am I believing? Am I believing that this man is going to leave his wife? Oh yeah, so they're getting a divorce. They've been in divorce for 10 years now. And you're in it with him. What am I believing? Am I believing that he's seeing 4 people, but he said, I'm his main chick? What? Are you believing what that's never actually going to happen? Family, we have to think on these things because you have to think on what is true. What is the reality of it? Yeah, you've been with him 5 years, but do you want to go another 5? Do you want to go another 10? Do you want to be in this situation even another month? Love bombing and future faking, they're not accidents. They're strategies. They're designed to hook you, like before you even see the harm that you're in. And once you understand how this love bombing works, you'll never confuse his speed, her speed with safety again. So come on back, family, because in the next episode, we're going to talk about how these abusers, abusive people, how they're going to distort reality, all right? And they're going to do it through gaslighting, right? Through what we call Darvo, through blame shifting. Because once they've hooked you, once they get you or get you to think that you're so deeply in love, they're going to start twisting your mind around so you can't trust your own memory or judgment. And when I tell you, they start moving things, hiding things from you, this is what they do. This is how they keep you stuck. Because now they're going to start getting you to think that you're losing your mind. So if you or someone you know is in immediate danger, please, family, call the local emergency services, call 911. If you're in the United States, right, the Domestic Violence Hotline is available to anyone 24/7. And the phone number is 1-800-799-7233. Come on back and we can talk about what abuse, how the abusers distort your reality. There we go. I got it out. Enjoy the rest of your day, family.